So I've done a lot of off-camera grinding, and I want to go over a few things before we go into the main premise of this video, which is just going to be expanding farms for the main part, and then we'll be doing some other stuff, of course, as per usual. And also, as I said at the end of last video, somewhere along the lines, I said I was going to make a texture for the plant when it's planted and not fully grown. So if I go ahead and harvest this, as you can see, it's gray now, and once it's fully grown, it is the proper texture. So I made every texture in the island farming a grayed out version. So now if you do want to download that, it is going to be in my Discord server, which is on the homepage of my YouTube channel. There's quite literally a whole tutorial in there on how to download the mods that you need to see the custom textures, and then of course the texture pack itself. So I thought I'd mention that at the start pretty quick because I know a lot of people are curious about this, and it's really useful, this kind of texture pack, for all the visuals that I've provided. And of course there's credits to creators of certain textures that I did need to use. But the first thing I want to go over is that I've actually upgraded my hoe. I've gotten a ton of enchants on it, even though eventually I'm gonna have to remove these because our hoe is going to eventually level up to an iron hoe, which removes the enchants but gives them back. But for the time being, I thought I'd get it so we can get extra drops, which I will explain what GMO does, and it says it in chat. It gives you double drops potentially. Crop damage basically just breaks crops quicker. Like, it's 25% per glowberry, and then the potatoes is like 10%. I forget what it is on these sweet berries, but it's pretty quick as well. But I've saved up a ton, and I mean a ton of what's it called, harvested like glowberries, and we're gonna be going ahead and using those in today's video with coal, because last video we did obtain a recipe known as glowtorch, which is really good for money off the start, and I would like to get coal because it's glowberries and coal to make a glowtorch to sell. So I've been saving every single glowberry that I've been obtaining, which is pretty smart, and I've gotten a lot more crops. As you can see, I've managed to fill out the chunk area, the 9x9 for the sweet berries, and we're pretty close. We're about 10 away on the glowberries, and then we still have to do potatoes. We're not even halfway because those are way more difficult to obtain. Also, I managed to get my skills up. If we go here, I bought 2 more skill tokens for around a little under 1.5 million. Okay, so I bought one for 625,000, and then I'm trying to find where I bought the other one at because it was around the same price, I think now. Yeah, 600,000, so around 1.2 million, my bad. It was close to 1.5, but it is what it is. You get the point. So what that means is if we go to skills, I have level 3, so I get 2 times the amount of skills from farming and every kind of possible skill. And we're also island level 5, working our way to 6 because I've been doing a lot of farming off camera, as you can tell by the glowberries. I also did buy a burnt smoked beef recipe. I did want to wait to open, so we're gonna open that and redeem it because we'll eventually automate burnt smoked beef. Burnt smoked beef as a whole isn't bad, so I wanted to get that. And I also bought 2 gems that we're eventually gonna apply to our set just so I have them beforehand in case the prices go up. This was like 600,000 or something, and this was like 100 or 200,000, I believe, but it was quite a bit of money, so it was pricey. And then I got some stuff so we can automate coal today, hopefully. I'm not too certain. I got an auto harvester from Scavenger, and I used a lot of dust on these gems on this to make sure they actually work, because you need like 10% is the lowest that you can go on dust destroy chance, so I risked it at 10%, and usually they apply for me at that range, and it did for both of them, so that's good. I'm starting to sell the recipe pages because I just don't really need these recipes. I'm gonna keep rabbit farmer stew, so eventually I'll do leftovers, and I'm not too sure about fermented spider eye. We'll see what we do with those in the future. So we're gonna do a quick sell, just make the money there. We got 5,000 from all the harvesting from all the stuff that is not glowberries. So what I want to do is set up a auto mining system for coal, and of course have it fueling on its own. So I think we'll set it up somewhere over here. I think we'll put it right in this corner of the chunk here, and then I need hoppers, which are super pricey. I need around 2. We go to containers, and yeah, they're 25,000. We'll buy 2 of these because we need to. We need a collection for the coal underneath that I'll have to sell every now and then we also need a collection on the top with a collection chest to fuel it. So I took a little bit and I just experimented. So it takes around 14 fuel nodes to like actually make 4 coal nodes somewhat keep up and like slowly climb on the fuel, but it barely climbs. Like, you can see it go up though, like one every like, I don't know, few minutes. So it definitely does work if I have it set up like this. So I need to put down like another 14 and then another 4 to make like even more. But for now, I think this is good enough for me, and we're gonna turn it on again. So we'll keep our eyes on it. It started at 30, and we'll see if it goes up to like 35 or around that range, because so far it's still at 30 and it just mined all these nodes. It definitely means that we have it fully situated, but we'll just give it a while and then we'll come check on it if it breaks or if it keeps working. So now we gotta farm some crops again. We got crops ready, and apparently sweet berries, it takes only 2 breaks and it breaks the full thing with the crop damage 9, which is absolutely disgusting. I love it though. And there we go. We're already done our sweet berry harvest there. Do a quick sell all. Perfect. Now we got glow berries. Come on, GMO, give us some double drops. There we go. We got 1. Dang, we only got 1 double drop, but like our whole thing here made us around like 9 stacks almost. Wow. Yeah, we're making a ton of glow berries. But now I gotta farm potatoes because we're getting close to pitcher pods. If we do IS farming, I think we almost have it. Yeah, we're getting close. We almost need like a little less than 50 because we do have the double skill thing. So we definitely need less than 50 and we should be good. Maybe 1 more harvest after this and then we're done. And then we have pitcher pods. Yeah, definitely 1 more harvest and we should have it. Okay, so the mining bot is definitely going up on fuel. It was at 32 there and it's at 31 now and it's just waiting. So that definitely means this will keep climbing slowly, but it's gonna make me mostly coal for the amount of fuel it's putting into the bot to mine everything. So this is kind of the good ratio, 14-4 if you don't have 2 mining bots. If you have too many fuel nodes down, then you're collecting a ton of fuel in here and it's just not very effective, because once this fills, it's just kind of tedious and it goes into here and then you're not getting as much coal as you want. And also I did actually get a fishing lake portal. I bought it for around like 30,000. Set up a permission block on my island so people can use it if they warp to IS warp not Connor. If that doesn't work, do ISTP not Connor. One of them should work, but anyways, it's right behind you when you spawn in. Basically, I did a fishing run, my first one of the map. I'm very good at the fishing realm, so I got almost 2,000 points in 1 run. And there is a trick to doing it, but I don't really want to go in depth about it yet until I do a full-on video about it, or at least realms in general. So for now, I'm just not going to mention too much about it because I'd rather save it for a different video. So it's been a bit. I've done a few things off camera, so let's go over a few more things that I've done. First of all, I've mined a ton of glow berries. We also hit island level 6 now, so we're at island level 6. All the glow berries are done. I don't know if that was done beforehand, but we have them all done now. And so far, I have a full prop 4 set. All we're missing for everything is Smite 5 and 4 Unbreaking 3 books. Smite 5 is roughly 300,000, and we're close to that, but I don't know if we'll get it. So we're almost at 300,000. We just need to get a little bit more so we can get that Smite 5. But a good way to do that is we have a ton of coal, and I did kind of get a rough estimate around this. I did sell a bit off camera just to test, and we got even more glow berries, as you can see. But if we take a look here, about 32 of these to a stack of coal gets us 8, and we do a quick sell hand and we make almost $2,000 per stack of coal that is generated. So we don't really need this many glow berries, but it's good to have them, of course. All we really need is more coal. So we go ahead, put all this in and put that in. There we go. We're basically just trying to make as much glow torches as possible. And also, I'm 100% certain this thing is still stocking up. As you can see, it's going up slowly. It's been a few hours and it's gotten up from like the 30 that we started with all the way to 2 stacks and 34. So this will eventually fill, but probably not for like a day or 2. So we're gonna grab the rest of the coal, put the 27 in there, and then we'll grab the rest of these, and then we'll do a big sell, see how much we get. Okay, so we're done, and we have literally 2 double chests and a half still. I'm probably gonna sell some of these. So we're gonna sell a double chest and a half. That's what we're gonna do, and keep this one here. And then these 2 will just be empty for the time being, because we don't really need that much, because we make so much glow berries. As you can see, they're already grown. It's disgusting. We have enough money for the Smite 5. 300,000. There we go. So all the vanilla enchants are done on this axe. Potentially, you could get Sharpness and Smite 6, I believe. Or I think it's just Sharpness 6. I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's only Sharpness 6, but you can get it from a Mythic or Heroic chest in the Abandoned Ruins for the specific type, what is stone. And realistically, that is very far off from us getting that ever. We might not even be able to get it, so it might be pretty much impossible. So we'll go ahead, put the axe away, and we still have all these glow torches, so we're gonna sell these. Sell all, and we made 59,000 there. We pretty much made a ton of money from all of that. I'd say we probably doubled the amount we would have made. I'm not like 100% certain on the math around it, but of course it is definitely worth collecting glowberries and crafting these occasionally. It's just a matter of getting the coal, which is kind of tedious. So the one thing we haven't done yet is really done much into Slayer. Let's do Island Slayer and let's take a look. So we have access to cows and we're soon going to be able to use spiders. We just need to get the unlocks and everything. We need to kill 2,500 chickens to get cows, so technically half of that. So what I was thinking is we're going to set up an island for portals. So we're going to set up an island somewhere over here, I think. And then I think we'll make an island for spawners at some point, but for now we're not really gonna bother with that. We'll just put them down here. So we're gonna make a little island for the portals, so we need to grab the materials. So we're making this bridge pretty simple. It's gonna be 5 out and it's gonna be, I think, 2 wide, or no, we're gonna do 3 wide because of how we have to lay this out. So now we do our island here, so this would be the start of the island, and then the permission block we're gonna be using is 4 long in each direction because the permission block is going to be right down under here. So we're gonna put a block and then we're gonna go back and put the permission block over there. So right here is going to be the permission block and we'll set this up. So we go to here, we go interact just in case, enter realm portals, public region, and there we go. Anyone can use this area for those specific perms, which is just entering the portal. We're gonna buy a stack of stone, even though that's $6,000. We're gonna try and use it wisely, and then we need a stack of grass, which is about 1,600. All right, so we have the radius, 4 blocks each direction for the portals, so this should be good. Everything should be situated here. We'll go ahead, cover this up, and now we're gonna set down the portals. So the first portal is going to be right here, but we need to lay it out in the proper way. So we need to break it and then place it there, so now it's laid out. And then we'll have 1 here, 1 here, and then 1 here, so I'm gonna specify that. Actually, I got a better idea. We're gonna put the portal there, and then we'll have a portal here, and then portal here. Yeah, this definitely looks better. So this will be our portal island. Perfect. But we are missing lanterns. We need 2 of these, which cost a ton of money. They're about 5,000 per, so we need 2 just to make this look nicer. And there we go. Perfect. So now I need to set down the chicken spawners. We need a ton of these. So there we go. We got that situated. And I'm going to start grinding up to cows, and I'll come back with an update on things I've done. And once we have cows completely done, so like when I have all the cows killed, so I'll be killing cows as well once I have this done. So I'll give you guys an update here in a bit. So I did manage to get the cows done. If we take a look at our Island Slayer, we have spiders unlocked because I actually hit Island level 7 as well. We're already at 11% almost to our way to level 8 of our island. But I do want to go ahead and expand upon our farms with pitcher pods and work our way to carrots eventually. We probably won't be doing carrots in this video. Definitely we're getting pitcher pods set up because that is just a must. So we're going to go ahead, grab out some dirt and a decent bit of grass. And we're going to go up just a little bit. There we go. I'm pretty sure pitcher pods need water as well, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna go ahead, do the same thing. I might have to do some research on that, but I'm pretty sure they do need water. Let's go ahead and get a stack of dirt, and then we'll place this all down, and then we need 2 slabs. But yeah, eventually I do want to make a spawner island, specifically just for like all the spawners, and then one for all the manual farming crops, and then eventually automation and stuff. We'll see how things go down the future for our island design, and at the end of the map, I probably plan to download this as well, because, you know, it's cool to download something and save it, just to remember. We're gonna go ahead, delete the blocks under the stairs, and there we go. We got our little staircase going up here. But yeah, we need to harvest a little bit more potatoes. We might even be able to do pitcher pods at this point. If you look at island farming, you can see you can do pitcher pods, or you can do potatoes, which honestly, either one is easy. I'd say pitcher pods is probably your better bet. But yeah, we're definitely gonna get these pitcher pods going. Let's go into shop, go to wood, and we'll get 2 slabs. We'll put a slab facing this way, and then put a slab right there. Perfect. Now we need our water bucket, and I also did grab a few things we're gonna show off in this chest right here. So we're gonna definitely show those off in a moment, and I'm gonna explain all about it. I just want to get this going. So let's go ahead, start tilling the land. We're also almost level 46 on our hoe, and by the time I start recording the next video, I'm probably gonna have crop damage off of this hoe, and I did take GMO off as well. The reason I did that is because I just wanted to sell it, make some money back before it goes down in price, since other gem types are becoming more valuable like iron. But I definitely did remove it and sold it for like 100 to 200k, I think it was. But if we go into this chest up here, I have a decent bit of items I want to go over. I pulled this in Adventure, a cod chum recipe, so we'll redeem that. We're gonna get all the recipes that we can get, I think is the cool idea I want to go with. I want to get all the recipes on like the first page because I'd assume they're quite easy to obtain, or at least the easy ones. The ones that are good and are hard to get, if I can't obtain them, I won't. But if they're good and I need to obtain them, I will. But I'm gonna just try and get as many recipes as I can. As well, I bought a ton of recipe pages for torch flower, which is our next crop we have to unlock with a recipe. So we're gonna redeem that and go into IS farming. We just need to grow a ton of carrots, and the same with sugarcane. So that's why I'm working on getting the sugarcane recipe pages. For sugarcane, we're only missing 4 more pages, so then we can actually get the sugarcane going eventually. And then we also need 4 more of the smoked salmon because we have 5 of them. The reason we're getting it is just so we have it, even though it's not good. And then the one thing up here in the top left is a lucky mask. I did get this from a Slayer treasure I got from killing chickens and cows. And this lucky mask, if I redeem it, I can't get rid of it. Like, it'll be in my mask menu. As you can see, you have mask slots. And if I redeem this, I then have lucky, which gives me a negative 2% on any gem that I have. So whatever gem it is, so if it's a 10%, which we're aiming for, it'll be 8% on its break chance. We have a confirmation here, and we can't get this back if we do redeem it. And of course, this is only for this map. So every map they reset the masks, of course. But we're gonna redeem this because it's just gonna be so useful for applying gems. And that's where the next part of what I want to talk about is coming up. If we go into PV1, my whole set is ready for all the custom enchants. Got everything. We got Smite 5, of course, Sharpness 5, Unbreaking 3s, all the level 4 protection and feather falling kind of enchants with their Unbreaking. So all that means is we need custom enchants. And I already have my old set, which I thought I'd mention as well. If you are on the server and want to see my showcase, which has my set in it from last map, you can do /showcase and then do not Connor, I believe. And you can see someone's showcase, and this is my showcase for my old set in last map, as you can see. I put it in here so I can get an understanding of what I need for the next map, which is the current one we're in. And the only things I'm not gonna get this time are Icy Veins, because it's no longer in the game, and then Spiked. So every other enchant on this list here, I have them all, which is kind of shocking. I have them all right here, and then I have a spare Angelic in case one of them fails. And then I did get this gem, which is a new one, Excess 4, which we're gonna make separate armor for farming at some point with Excess, just so we can get those extra harvesting crops to make more money when farming manually, I guess. So this was definitely a good pull that I got this right here, and we'll be holding on to this for the future. But to take a risk, we're gonna be going ahead and applying a gem to our leggings, and that is going to be Angelic. If we go into PV2, we have a decent bit of dust, and we're gonna dust down the Angelic. And if the Angelic, this one right here, works, then we can sell this one for like 700,000. So we're gonna go ahead, dust this down with all the 1%. All right, let's get it down to 10, and then we're gonna do the lucky mask. All right, it's at 10% /masks, and we'll enable lucky. And then I think I need a helmet just to visibly see it, I think. I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. We got lucky mask on. I don't know if you technically need a helmet on for the mask to work fully, but we're gonna do it anyways just to make sure. So realistically, this is a 8% gem. So if this fails, we failed at 8%. Here we go. There we go. Perfect. So now we have Angelic on our set. Now we need to figure out what I want to do for the next part. Like, I think the best enchant I want to get now is Overload. Yeah, like, we have a 43%. We might as well try it. I got this for 200,000, which is way cheaper than the original price that I probably should have been getting it at. But we have exactly enough dust. Oh my gosh. So this has to be the moment of truth where we either fail or apply it. So this goes on the chest plate or any armor piece, but I recommend putting it on the chest plate since it's just a good enchant that you don't really want to lose. We're gonna go into Gem Forge and apply this. Here we go. There we go. Oh my gosh. We got 2 already done, both maxed out on their dusting, and they didn't fail at 8%. My real question that I'm wondering is how many are we gonna fail out of all the gems, and which ones will we have to replace in the future? Now we can sell the Angelic gem, and we're pretty much golden with that. Around 900k. I'm gonna do 900 because there's another one one that has way, like, better dusting for 1.2. So if people want to get this, but even though it's a higher dusting, it's definitely worth it to put this up. So there we go, 900,000. So there we go, we did that, and now we need to place down the pitcher pods since the land is probably good to go. Let's go ahead, start placing pitcher pods down. And I also made it so pitcher pods in the texture pack I was talking about at the start of the video, the little bottom here does not change color. I really couldn't figure out a way. So when it grows up to like the actual plant, it's all gray. When it grows to the final tier, it's all colorful. So there we go. We got some pitcher pods going. That is some really good stuff right there, and I can't wait to farm these. But if we go ahead and farm just a little bit, we'll get to, I think, 46 on our hoe really quick. There we go, 46. But that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support recently. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I will see you all in the next one.